Welcome back. I am Nick Shell. That is who I actually am. Really, I'm someone who writes songs and I'm passionate about it. However, this is YouTube, and for me to earn ad revenue, I have to make silly, pointless videos I don't care about that other people are obsessed with, and that's how I get ad revenue and make $500 a month. But in reality, as an actual human being, not Slick Nick, my avatar, my stage name, but Nick Shell, the actual person, I'm passionate about writing songs. That's one of the things I love most about life. It teaches me a lot about myself and how I perceive the world as I grow older and more mature and have more life experience. So we know that I'm very red pill about life in my perspective. So we're going through all the lyrics of my songs to see if we can glean that, and then you can kind of decide for yourself. But when I say red pill, I mean that we are given a certain perspective. This is what we should believe. This is how we see the world. That's blue pill. But red pill is what other perspectives are there? What's a way that I could actually take control of my own life better? What if I focus on what I can control, not what I can't? What if instead of giving my emotion to other people and letting them control it, what if I control my own emotions? What if I'm in charge of my own life? So we'll see where that gets us. But to me, that's the definition of red pill. Let's see if that is present in my lyrics. This started a couple of videos ago when someone left a comment. I thought, let's just keep going. So here's a song called We Had a Good Run. Now this is where it gets fun. So this was written on March 22nd, 2020. This is when COVID began culturally. So this was my first response to COVID in music. So again, if you want to check out the song and listen to the song that I wrote, on my channel, on the search bar, type in original song and then the title. The title is We Had a Good Run. Here's the song. If this was my final chance to say the things I haven't yet, I would choose you every time if I could live 1,000 lives. You loved me when I was young before I was who I've become. When this is all said and done, all I know is we had a good run. Which, by the way, I had my parents in mind when I wrote this song. I don't know that they ever knew that, but that was who I had in mind. We had a good run. I don't want to see the ending. We had a good run. I don't want a new beginning. Hold on to me. I can't let go. No, we had a good run. I'll see you on the other side, whatever heaven ends up like. I'll find you somewhere in that crowd, whatever we both look like now. And if we can remember back to all the years we had, we'll pick up where things left off. All I know is we had a good run. And here's one of my favorite part of the song. I must have been built for the apocalypse. I don't feel anxious or too worried about this, because I'd rather us all go at the exact same time than to be left behind, then have to say goodbye. So ask me, that final ending of the song right there is very red pill, because I was never worried about COVID. I actually got COVID officially about a month ago. And for me, yes, COVID is a very serious thing and lots of people have died from it. But ultimately, it's one of those things, I'm always questioning the news. I'm always questioning politics. There's a lot of red pill in everything I write, I believe. Here was the next song that I wrote, which was just 2 days later there in March 20. You can look this up. It's called You Next to Me. If I didn't have a girl to impress, I'd be living in a van down by the river. I'd be lost and lonely if nothing else. I'd always know there was something missing. If I didn't have a hold of your hand, I'd be out to sea, turned around and stranded. I'd be lost and lonely if nothing else. I'd always know that there was something missing. So tell me, what's the point in even living? You can't write a story when there's no beginning. So tell me who I am if it's not you next to me. I'd always know there was something missing, and it's you next to me. If I didn't ask you to marry me, you'd always be the one who got away. You never stopped being out of my league. I still feel the need to impress you every day. If I didn't take a chance on your love, I could have gone and went and messed the whole thing up. You never let go of my hand, and here we are. Look at all we have. What's interesting about this song is my wife wrote it with me. This was the only song we've ever co-written. She gets half the credit on writing this song. And granted, there's several songs we performed together that I wrote on this channel, but she didn't write them. She wrote half of this song. And I think I actually changed the title. So forget what I said about You Next to Me. I think the actual title was called If I Didn't Have a Girl to Impress. Look that song up. If I Didn't Have a Girl to Impress is what I actually ended up making the title by the time I recorded it. Okay, so here was a fun song, kind of a parody song that also was from March 2020. This was another response to COVID culture. When's this year gonna be over? Which is hilarious because, you know, the last day of the month, that's when it's, last day of the year, last day of the month of the year, that's when it's gonna be over. Obvious, it's a joke, but the song is called When's This Year Gonna Be Over? When's this year gonna be over? Quarantined for no good reason. Coronavirus lockdown, cabin fever, let me get out. I need more guns and ammo, bottled water and tobacco. Is it really necessary as we sink our own economy? It's time to post on Facebook, I'm done with 2020. I guess I'll pass the time by hanging out with my kids and wife, staring at each other in the living room tonight. So much for Chuck E. Cheese, dirty hands and dirty knees. Put on your hazmat gear, we're staying in, my dear. The grocery shelves are empty unless you want gluten-free. Before too long, beanie weenies will become a delicacy. Who knew toilet paper would turn into currency? I can't wipe my tears, alas, much less wipe my ... And then like the song ends. It's a joke, get it? So there you go. Is that red pill? You know, it's me writing a parody of culture, you know. So again, I'm not buying into the fear, you know, I refuse to live in fear. So I say that's red pill just for the fact I wrote a parody of it. Man, here's another favorite of mine, written in April of 2020. Who is the ghost here? This is also somewhat of a cerebral response to COVID culture, you know, locked in our homes, working from homes, our kids were at the house, all of this. So it was a weird version of existence. Who is the ghost here? This is the first time I really embraced my falsetto in a song. And this is the first time that started. And then from there on, it became something that was quite common in songs moving forward. If you want to look it up, who is the ghost here? Original song, type that in on the channel here. It's so cold in this house, I can't feel my bones. There's people walking around, but is this even my home? Did I die? Did I survive? Who is the ghost here? Which one of us moved on? Who's the ghost here? Which one of us is in a better place? Most people who have ever lived have been buried in this earth. The dead know something we don't. Unless we join them, I guess we won't. I see the dark, I see the light, I see my body from up so high. Can I walk through walls? Can I walk on water? Can I rest in peace? What if I get restless while I live forever? Can I rest in peace? Can I rest in peace? So there's yet another song of me as a Christian sort of testing my own faith and really trying to grasp what I believe in the midst of dealing with the corona lockdown, but also transitioning that perspective into life beyond this one. All right, here's another goodie. You gotta go listen to the song, Middle of a Mess. This is so red pill. Middle of a mess. I'm in the middle of a mess right now, a situation where up is down, no need to panic. Though I'm feeling frantic, can I just think straight? I'm in the middle of a mess right now. I'm still working it out. I don't know how this will all come together in another hour when my time runs out. I'm in the middle of a mess right now. Half past dead, hanging out by a thread. Can I hack the password before the light turns red? Firewall, smoke alarm. Can I crack the code before I'm in the dark? Am I locked out or am I locked in? Am I trapped inside the funhouse? Is this real? Man versus self, man versus machine, man versus matrix. Matrix. So red pill. Man versus dream inside a dream. That is so matrix. And that was before I started talking about red pill in my videos. That's called Middle of a Mess. Check it out. Meditation song that there was so much I really started writing heavily when COVID happened. So that's when all these songs are from. Now moving on to a couple days before my 39th birthday in April 2020. Meditation song. Clear your mind, identify all distractions in your life, push them all away and feel the weight alleviate. Now find that place, that quiet space and a focal point where you can gaze, see it with your eyes closed. Know that you are surely safe. Let in goodness, release all fears. Allow yourself to rest. Name your weakness, stop its power, recognize true self, breathe in, breathe out. Never mind all that binds. Imagine nothing can hold you back from reaching any goals that you have thought about before. Share the love that you need. Be the change you wish to see. Make the choice that you won't live in darkness anymore. So there you go. There's a meditation song. Clearly that is so red pill. So I guess that's my stopping point. I'm trying to keep these videos around the 10-minute mark. But I will clearly continue because I'm only in June of 2020. So that I still had half the year and I still wrote several more songs. So I'm going to keep going through these. Remember, you can check out any of these songs, whatever I said the title was, just type it in this channel, search box, original song Nick Shell. Your comments belong right here.